Did you know that the average person creates over 4 pounds of waste every single day? What happens to that trash once it's thrown away? Well, most of the waste we throw away is taken to landfills. Landfills are massive sites where trash is buried, and over several weeks, months, or years, the waste breaks down. This process releases harmful gases into the atmosphere and can contaminate water supplies. Other methods of eliminating waste like incineration contribute to air pollution as well, so both are not ideal long term. But there's a simple solution: recycling. To avoid how much waste is incinerated or put into landfills, we must take action to properly dispose of our waste. This is where recycling comes in. Recycling is important for many reasons. 1. Recycling reduces the need to extract, refine, and process raw materials. These processes can pollute the air and water, further damaging our natural ecosystems. By recycling, we help conserve natural habitats and resources, and we help reduce the impact of activities such as mining and deforestation. 2. The more we recycle, the less trash ends up in landfills or incinerators. This matters because landfills release harmful gases like methane, which significantly harm the quality of the atmosphere and contribute to the warming of the planet. Landfills also take up significant amounts of land space that could be used for other things. 3. Making products from recycled materials often takes less energy than making them from scratch. This is important because less energy used equals fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Recycling helps reduce the carbon footprint of industries, which can help slow global warming. 4. Natural resources aren't infinite. The more new products we create, the faster we use resources. Recycling products so that they may be reused and repurposed helps ensure that future generations have access to the materials that they need. 5. Plastic waste especially is a huge issue. Plastic waste breaks down into microplastics that end up in the ocean. The plastic that ends up in oceans and natural ecosystems harms marine life when they confuse the waste for food. The waste that they consume then travels up the food chain, eventually reaching humans. Recycling helps minimize these long-term effects, helping not only the health of ecosystems and other species, but also human health. Looking at these points, it is crucial that we recycle the applicable waste. There are things we can do to properly recycle our waste and ensure our individual efforts are not wasted. 1. Know what's recyclable in your area. Every city or region has different recycling rules, so it's critical to check your local guidelines so you're not wish cycling, which means throwing things in the bin and simply hoping they're recyclable. Plastics that can be recycled are water and soda bottles, milk jugs, and detergent bottles, yogurt cups, and some takeout containers, all cleaned. You cannot recycle plastic bags and films, styrofoam, plastic utensils or straws or containers that have been soiled with food. Paper that can be recycled are newspapers, office paper, magazines, cereal and snack boxes, and clean and dry cardboard. You cannot recycle greasy pizza boxes, paper towels and napkins, or shredded paper. Metals that can be recycled are aluminum cans, tin and steel cans, and clean foil and pie tins. You cannot recycle foil with food on it, or paint or aerosol cans. For glass, you can recycle glass bottles and jars, but not broken glass, mirrors, window glass, light bulbs, or ceramics. Finally, electronics. These cannot be recycled with the rest of your waste. You should instead look for e-waste collection events or drop-offs at stores like Best Buy or Staples. Batteries can also be taken to bins at stores like the Home Depot or Lowe's. Certain items can and cannot be recycled depending on your local recycling program, so always double-check your regulations if you're unsure. 2. Rinse before you recycle. It's extremely helpful to give containers a quick rinse. Leftover food or liquids can contaminate the recycling and make it unusable, and we must ensure that the waste we recycle is not lost. 3. Don't bag your recyclables. Have a specific recycling bin and keep items loose in the bin. Plastic bags can jam machines and recycling centers. If you want to recycle plastic bags, you can take them to a grocery store drop-off. 4. Flatten cardboard boxes. Flattening cardboard boxes saves space in your recycling bin. More importantly, it makes it easier for recycling facilities to process. 5. Avoid tanglers. Things like garden hoses, wires, or clothing shouldn't go in the recycling bin. This is because they can damage machines. Rather than sticking them in your recycling, look for textile recycling or donation options to avoid these problems while keeping them out of landfills. Taking small actions like these can have a significant impact on the environment. There are also ways to reduce the amount of waste you have to eliminate. Here are some smart waste reduction habits that you can adopt. Choose reusables. Opt for reusable water bottles, coffee cups, shopping bags, and containers. This eliminates a significant amount of waste that's collected daily, and it allows you to express yourself in your everyday life. Buy in bulk or with less packaging. It's simple. Fewer bags equals less trash. In addition to cutting down the amount of waste you accumulate, buying in bulk also saves money. Upcycle. You don't have to simply get rid of something you no longer use. Get creative. You can turn old jars into storage, repurpose clothes, or try out some simple DIY projects. Donate or sell instead of tossing. Someone might be looking for something you have and are no longer needing. Things like old clothes, electronics, and furniture can be sold or donated if they are still in good condition and are functional. You can check out donation centers, thrift shops, or platforms like Facebook Marketplace. Compost organic waste. Food scraps and yard waste make up a big chunk of trash. Composting turns them into nutrient-rich soil for plants or gardens. If you're able, looking into composting can allow you to grow new things while keeping more items out of landfills. These are simple actions with big impacts that will allow us to preserve resources and protect our environment for the future. So what are you waiting for? Learn about your community's recycling program and take action to help our planet, because it's the only one that we have.